Greetings, everybody. This is Love Shanti Om with a Healing Intermission, and I had another message that I wanted to share with you about fasting. The last video that I did, I was talking about bone broth and just how it has been benefiting me personally since I have been making it and drinking it. And I wanted to talk a little bit about fasting because I am currently on my spring fast. I do a fast, a liquid fast, for about a month, usually leading to the spring equinox, and then I'll do another one leading to the fall equinox. Um, and I've been doing this now, I want to say this is like my third year of practicing this. I usually will take in juices, smoothies, and soups. And I want to give a shout out to Cypher House TV because Cypher House was the first person who encouraged this, or she was responsible for me doing this fast. I remember she had put out a call to her friends on her social media page to participate in this fast with her for her birthday. And she was like, it's going to be a month long and it's going to be a liquid fast. And I remember thinking to myself, like, I have fasted, but there's no way I'm getting ready to do like a month with liquids alone. And I remember her adding the fact that soups could be included. And I was like, okay, that kind of helps things out a little bit. Like I can stomach it if I can have some soup. That'll give me a little bit more substance. So I've been doing this now, like I said, for the past 3 years, and it has been remarkable for my health. In the previous video that I did about the bone broth, I don't know who would remember, but I talked about um, having issues with chronic bronchitis when I was 17 in college. That was the first year that I had ever gotten bronchitis. And then after that, it was just like every year a recurring theme that I would end up with bronchitis. And I eventually got to the place where I didn't have the bronchitis. I didn't suffer from that anymore, just through diet and exercise, working on my health in different ways. And then it became just that yearly cold that people would get. I would get an annual cold. Um, but then when I started fasting and I started doing this particular fast, specifically leading into the spring and into the fall, I noticed that I didn't get the regular cold anymore. That what was starting to happen was that I would get intermittent like cold symptoms, but not everything at the same time. So like maybe I would experience like congestion, isolated congestion, or I would experience an isolated cough, or not even sore throats, like that. And like I said, this has been going on for the last 3 years. This year, this cold and flu season, especially since I have been taking the bone broth, this is the first year I've not had anything. There was no congestion. I wasn't spitting up any mucus. I wasn't coughing. Nothing. And I attribute that to the bone broth as well. Because like I said, I've been doing this fasting now for 3 years consistently. But nothing. No issues whatsoever. And again, I want to keep this focus on the fasting because um, it's something that I think is so profoundly effective for keeping us healthy, but we overlook it. I know I've said this before, during the change of season, it's typical for people to experience cold symptoms, to experience allergies, um, all types of stuff. But I think that's directly related to the fact that we don't give our bodies an opportunity to rest and heal from the previous seasons. Everything is cyclical. And the way that we eat, it changes from season to season. We eat heavier in the wintertime, we eat lighter in the summertime. So as the seasons change, it's necessary for us to acclimate our bodies for the change that we're experiencing through the seasons. So, um, yeah, I that my hypothesis even before I started doing it was, if I can fast, that will eliminate the sickness. There's no need for sickness. The body doesn't have to do this dramatic purge if you're preparing it as the change comes. So, I just wanted to share like my own personal testimony. So much of what it is that I do and what it is that I share comes from my own personal experience. So this isn't stuff that I'm just extracting from the internet alone. Like, I go through this stuff. The other thing that I wanted to point out or make a note of in terms of fasting is that you have to do what works for you. Um, Everybody can't do a liquid fast, and it's easier, I think, to start with the things that, like if you're a meat eater and you eat meat 6 or 7 days a week, just start by not eating meat for a week, or maybe you're not that big of a meat eater, but say you decide to go raw for a week, you know. It's really, again, about what works for your body and knowing your body and listening to your body, paying attention to it. Like, it's no good to go on some type of really stringent fast or diet and your body is just like telling you, I can't do this. This isn't going to work for me. And it's natural when you do fast to experience detox crises sometimes. That can happen, but I think the more in tune you become with your body, the more you recognize when it's telling you, okay, I've had enough of whatever it is. Like, okay, I've gone as far as I can go with this. Something else that I wanted to mention about the fasting. Um, it's really important to make sure that you're supplementing while you're fasting. So you want to make sure that you're getting your protein, you want to make sure you're getting your carbohydrates, you want to make sure that you're getting your fats. And if you decide to embark upon a liquid fast, just some things that you can consider, that you can incorporate into your diet that will help. I love coconut oil for the good omega fatty acids that it will give you. So when I have it, I'll just do a tablespoon of coconut oil every day. That helps with making sure that I'm getting enough omega fatty acids. Also, I love to use hemp seed for my protein. So, if I'm doing smoothies or shakes in the morning, I'll add hemp seed. Sometimes I'll add Irish moss. Irish moss is great for your minerals, keeping your body mineralized. I really, really love the bone broth. I started doing the bone broth in the morning to get my protein. And then, of course, you can get your carbohydrates from fruits and vegetables, if you're juicing fruits and vegetables. So it's all about making sure that you get the proper nutrition. You don't want to starve your body. That's not what fasting is about. It's not about starving. It's about giving your body an opportunity to heal, to not have to put in so much work digesting food, so that it can take that energy and put it into, other areas that really, really need it. So, like I said, I just wanted to check in and let you all know, because I did say in that last video that I would let you know whether or not I made it through the whole season without a cold. So far, so good. We have like 17 more days left in winter, but so far, I've been in top health, and I'm really, really grateful for that. So I hope that this information is beneficial to you and useful, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.